While T-Town Cornhole has plenty of tournaments coming up in the next few months, the fun never seems to stop. They are open each Wednesday night to have fun, enjoy great prizes, let a few bags fly, and maybe try to be the next airmail winner. The Tornadoes are not lacking any confidence in this matchup as they travel to Auburn, but they're certainly no strangers to a title game. Their last appearance just came 2 years ago in 2020, but the history they're trying to focus on is bringing home a new trophy for the first time since their 2013 championship. Local in Tuscaloosa, I'm Jeremy Bryant, WVUA 23 Sports. Corner head coach John Cooper indulges in the magnitude of this game. Win and Corner beat 6-0 for the first time since 1964. Lose and you fall into a tie among the region's standings with Northside, the very team he thought would be the team to beat before the season started. Local in Tuscaloosa, Jeremy Bryant, WVUA 23 Sports. Well, if you listen to Coach Leach, your best choice should be to use it or lose it. That's all for Around the SEC. I'm Jeremy Bryant for Football Friday. When speaking of Tuscaloosa sports, a lot of things may come to mind, but does cornhole? Yes, T-Town Cornhole is a growing club that started back in 2019, and club administrator Alan Rosenberg says, all are welcome, but you better bring your A game.
As anyone can play. You can be young, you can be old, male, female, anyone can be good. And it has examples here at our club. We have a tremendous youth group here that competes on world's levels. We also have some adults that compete on world levels.
Each week is an opportunity to score an airmail where the bag is tossed cleanly into the hole for the chance to win cash prizes. But the story behind the building itself represents a lot more.
We were very blessed to have a cornhole player who had this shop. Houston Hydro Steam, this is his shop, Jackie Houston. Jackie enjoys the play, and he actually let us play and then loved it so much. This building was only half the size.
T-Town Cornhole is also open to hosting any events, big or small, as a way to show their support by raising money and gaining awareness.
The Kiwanis Club that came, and they are wanting us to sponsor a tournament for them and set it up and run it for them, you know, for disadvantaged children through the Kiwanis Club.
Northside football getting off to a hot start is nothing out of the ordinary, but running through the schedule with a new head coach in charge definitely changes the scenery. The Rams elevated longtime assistant coach Robbie Jones to be the head man before the season started and has his team soaring to a 4-1 start. As he says, the only thing that is different is the person calling the shots.
Our philosophy hasn't changed. You know, the weight room doesn't change. You know, Coach Hilliker stepped out and I stepped in and just, you know, did it the best way I could. And Northside has a standard, and we just upheld it and keep moving forward.
Northside faces Corner High School, who is well into midseason form with a 5-0 record, sitting atop the region, and Jones knows putting that first blemish on their record won't come easy against a talented team like the Yellow Jackets.
They're great. They got a great running back. They got a great tight end, great receiver. Quarterback gets the ball out fast. Defense flies to the ball. You know, they're doing a great job.
You put a couple stars by some teams that obviously have a lot of tradition, and they have a lot of a lot of wins in their totals over the last couple of years. You know, Northside's one of those teams. Over in the last 4 years, they won 42 games. We look at them, and I just obviously know that they're going to have some residual winning effects regardless of who they have left or who they've got coming back.
Pickens County High School has put themselves back in center stage as they prepare for a duel against Leroy High School at the Super 7 in Auburn. Former Alabama player turned head coach of Pickens County, Michael Williams, played in significant moments in college, but the coaching side of things mean a little bit more.
As a player, you just sit there and listen and try to do whatever a coach tells you, but it's a lot more gratifying for you to have to put a plan in and see how all the pieces come together and then see if you actually put a good plan in and see how the kids execute it.
The Tornadoes coming to this matchup with high spirits after advancing over Coosa Christian in a game that came down to the last play. But Williams knows the adjustments that need to be made to get things done against Leroy.
Can't have the miscues that we had, can't have the mistakes, can't have the interceptions, can't have the any mistakes that we had. We can't have that this week because Leroy is a very, very, very good football team. So whatever we did last week, we're going to have to do it times 10 to come out with a win this week.
Some teams just get hot at the right point in time, and the Tornadoes are no different after scoring at least 40 points in their last 3 playoff games. And the credit should go to the players after their record sat at 4-3 at the midseason point, and they never looked back since then.
At the beginning of the year, everybody had their doubts because it wasn't looking as good as it does now. I think as the time went along and as the season went along, people forgot that kids do get better. Kids do progress. Everybody doesn't start out at the top, so you have to get better. And the kids came in every week with a mindset of I'm trying to get better every day.
Alabama gets to rest up on that bye week this weekend, but Tide fans are sure to enjoy the drama surrounding multiple conference teams this week. We start in Auburn as they host Arkansas to try and end their 3-game losing streak as head coach Brian Harson's seat continues to get hotter. 4 players have left the program between Tuesday and Wednesday to go along with the rumor that he does not allow players to redshirt their season without medical reasoning, but he has since come out and denied that report. We move on to 2 former Alabama assistants as Ole Miss head coach Lane Kiffin couldn't resist the opportunity to throw a shot at Jimbo Fisher, the Texas A&M head coach, and his former defensive coordinator, DJ Durkin, who left for the Aggies for the same position in the offseason, and how he ended up roaming the Kyle Field sidelines.
Yeah, DJ really turned around our defense here, and we tried to keep him because he did a great job. He's really good with the players. We got outbid, kind of a common theme with that program.
The Rebels will be looking for a well-needed win in this matchup going into the bye, with the Aggies looking shorthanded after losing 3 offensive linemen to injury for the remainder of the season, including starting center Bryce Foster. Lane Kiffin was not done yet with his usual trolling as he sent a thank you to another rival coach as Mississippi State's Mike Leach went on a bizarre rant about his concern for players to use their hands more or they'll end up like dinosaurs.
If me and the other coaches don't get them right, that about a generation from now, their kids and their grandkids won't have hands, because, from a lack of use, those hands just disappear. I mean, and maybe they'll be like this, like those dinosaur hands like this are, you see. And you got like a Tyrannosaurus Rex who's clearly good at eating things, big old jaws and all that stuff, fairly athletic and run. Well, his hands are like this. And I think we took a very, very, very big step as a team, which we have to correct this. We have to correct this because, I think that in the end that it's going to be best for all these guys that they have good hand development and that they don't evolve to where they don't have hands.